want this
one?
That's
not the one, Mommy.
9-year-old Rachel Dorfman can't stand tight clothes. Everything has to be soft and loose-fitting.
What's the matter with the socks?
Mommy, I want to take them out.
Okay.
Getting her dressed in the morning's an ordeal.
Okay, I think that's plenty stretched.
No, you just feel a crack.
I'm sure your leggings will be fine. You've stretched them 4 times already.
Her mother's more patient than I'd be.
Mommy, not this one. Mommy, you're making me into a rush.
Rachel, I'm not rushing
Yes,
you.
you are.
I'm not.
And what if you just said, look, I'm your mother, wear this?
She wouldn't wear it.
So do you ever want to get in her face and just scream at her?
Well, yeah, in fact, an incident occurred where I was yelling at her, losing control, even though I know I shouldn't do it, and I ended up slamming my fist down into the carpet, and sure enough, I broke my hand. Very hard lesson to learn, but I was in a cast for 10 weeks.
I later played them our tape of that morning's battle.
Mommy, please.
Some days it just makes me cry. It makes me sad. Because, I mean, we're doing as much as we can, and it doesn't seem like it's enough.
Just crushes me. I just wish it wasn't that way.
Has she ever explained why?
What she says is she can't help it.
We got a feeling for Rachel's discomfort when I tried to interview her. She says the couch wasn't comfortable.
No, it isn't.
Looks like a comfortable couch to me.
Unplugged, and straight, push.
11-year-old Jade Gregory has a different obsession. She's worried about fire.
Unplugged, and straight, push.
The camera she allowed us to install in her room records her rituals.
Unplugged.
Constantly checking to make sure the lights are off
Push.
and that all the switches on her video games are off.
Straight, push, off. Is it off?
Sometimes she sings them.
Unplugged, and straight, and push.
Our camera recorded her doing this 60 times in 2 days.
Unplugged, and straight, push.
She has other odd compulsions, retying her shoes at school, washing her hands again and again, sometimes washing until they're bleeding. Her mother would ask her why.
She was crying. She said, Mom, I'm crazy. Why can't I stop this? My hands aren't dirty, I know that, but I can't stop, Mom.
At one point, Jade was suicidal.
She came out and told us that she didn't want to live anymore.
This is it. I'm going to die. I'm going to kill myself right now. I don't want to live anymore.
Life was that bad that it wasn't worth living?
I had no control over this. My mom didn't know what it was.
I was scared. I was so scared.
Janice and Ray Gregory kept talking to the doctors.
And he says, well, you know, I think that if we make a big deal out of it, it's going to get worse. Let's just ignore it, and it's going to go away.
It didn't go away. Janice went to the library.
I thought, well, she's obsessed with this. Obsession.
So you looked up
I
obsession.
looked up obsession.
That led her to this book, The Boy Who Couldn't Stop Washing.
And I thought, oh, my gosh. You know, and I just got chills. I knew what she had. She had obsessive-compulsive disorder.
OCD, it's called. It's an anxiety disorder characterized by disturbing thoughts and repetitive rituals. Now, almost all kids have some rituals. That's normal. The experts say it gives kids some feeling of control in an uncontrollable world. I used to always touch a certain tree on my way home from school. It's where the expression, don't step on a crack or you'll break your mother's back, comes from.
Unplugged.
But when the rituals start to consume a child's life, that's when it's a disorder. And experts say they believe more than 100,000 American kids should be treated for OCD.
For normal people, they just have to, I unplug the curling iron. They check, oh, okay. But I have to keep on checking, and it interferes.
Jade and Rachel's parents learned that nearby UCLA had a clinic that specializes in children's OCD. The director of UCLA's clinic is Dr. John Passantini. How do you know if it's OCD or just a kid being difficult?
Kids with OCD don't like doing what they're doing. They're not doing it because they want to get attention, because they want to piss their parents off. They're doing it because Their brain is telling them that if they don't do it, something dreadful or something horrible is going to happen to them.
The cause, he says, is chemical. Brain scans of people with OCD, on the right here, show extra activity in certain parts of the brain. It's as if this keeps the child from getting the message that the light is off or that the clothing is okay.
So this means it's not the child's fault.
That's exactly right.
Their brain is just doing it to them.
Mm-hmm.
You ready, honey girl?
The treatment includes desensitization, showing the kids that terrible things don't happen when, say, your hands are dirty. They make Jade sit here with jelly on her hands for half an hour.
What's it taste like?
Here, you want to taste it?
But Dr. Passantini says it's important not to just force kids to stop their rituals.
If they feel contaminated and they're not allowed to wash their hands, or if they're not allowed to repeatedly check the locks, or whatever symptoms that they're doing, they can become enraged.
One of Rachel's obsessions is a fear of dark clouds.
Tell me about black clouds.
Don't even think about saying that word.
Why are they scary?
Because I think there's going to be a tornado or hurricane or a thunderstorm or a rain or lightning or thunder.
No big deal.
Part of her desensitization treatment is getting her to face her obsessive fear.
Come on. You don't have to close your eyes.
Here, her mother coaxes her outside on a cloudy day.
Rachel, I am not carrying you. You need to open your eyes. Look at the sky.
We've lost friendships because of this, because people didn't think that, you know, we were strong enough with Rachel, that we weren't firm enough with Rachel. But I mean, they don't see what we have to deal with.
You're making my day.
Come on, Rachel.
No.
If it's chemical, why not just give drugs?
Because drugs don't work for everybody.
Certain drugs do suppress the unwanted messages in the brain. Jade was given Prozac, and her life changed. She was willing to go outside and touch things.
I felt so normal again.
No obsessing, month after month. They reduced the medication.
Then 5 months later,
Started washing her hands again.
and I went in and I says, honey, and I put my arms around her. I says, it's back, isn't it? She goes, yeah, Mom, it's back.
It was so frustrating because there seemed to be no reason for it. She'd never been punished for having dirty hands. She'd never been in a fire. Well, she had watched a TV program about fires starting from a frayed wire.
You're afraid there'll be a fire from that?
I don't know why. It's just, you know, I know that they don't grow arms and legs and walk around and go into the wall. It's just an urge.
It just makes you feel calmer, better?
Safer. You know it's stupid, and you just know that it's completely not necessary. But still, you have to.
Please, Mom!
The drug hasn't cured Rachel either.
What do you want to wear, Rachel?
I don't know!
You have to go to school.
I don't know what to wear!
This tape was made after she got the medication.
What if your mom just said, stop it, I'm going to make you wear this dress?
I'll feel bad, and I'll cry and scream at her
Why not just stop?
because my OCD is begging me.
It's begging you. What does it say?
It says, do it, Rachel. Do it, do it, do it.
This is your OCD?
Uh-huh.
Another part of Rachel's treatment is teaching her that her behavior is her OCD talking, not her. That it's something outside her that she should get angry at and separate from.
That would kill your OCD?
Bye-bye. Yes, please. I said that.
Although Rachel's symptoms are still severe, her parents say they're much less frustrated because now at least they know what the problem is.
Yes, we are seeing some improvement, but we kind of live each day on tippy toes. Going,
Yeah, I mean,
what's going to happen next?
Jade, too, says her symptoms are getting better now that she's back to a higher level of medication. But the drugs have side effects like drowsiness and weight gain.
Happy birthday, dear Jade.
On Jade's last birthday, she decided it was time to tell her cousins about her OCD.
I'm happy that you understand about my disease, because why I hid it from you guys was...
Okay, my love.
She tried to conceal her disease from them for years because she thought they wouldn't want to be friends with her.
It's something she wants to say.
Okay. I thought that everybody will think I'm weird or something, and they'll leave me. That was wrong.
Yes, you will.
Telling was a relief.
They love you just as much now as they've always loved you, honey girl.
Makes no difference.
I always knew that. It's just that I really knew.
Still, most of the time, Jade tries hard to hide her problem. That's difficult at school, where she keeps tying her shoes and washing her hands.
You hide it from the kids at school, you hide it from your parents, but you're allowing us to show it on TV. Why?
I guess I realized that I could help somebody. There might be a child out there right now that's suffering from this. Because for the longest time, my parents didn't know. I thought I was the only one, the only person that had this.